and welcome to this new moon tapping session for November 2025. We are in a season of a little bit of slower energy right now. This time of year is generally a time of reflection, of slowing down, and in particular, today is a new moon, and it is signaling a cycle that a new season is starting. A new cycle is about to begin. And we do these tapping sessions twice a month, every month, once on the full moon, once on the new moon. And our full moon sessions are all about releasing, our new moon sessions are all about receiving. And so today we're going to be focusing on an affirmation that I have shared inside the 21 days of tapping. If you are new to my community, you are in for a treat because I am running the 21 days of tapping right now. And it is sessions like this every single day, all month long. The affirmation that I'm going to share with you today is, everything I'm doing is working for me. And I want you to imagine inviting this idea in, that everything that you're doing right now, whether you're working on your health, you're working on your relationships, you're working on your business, if you started believing that everything I'm doing is working for me, imagine how quickly things can shift. And so this is one of the topics we've been talking about inside the 21 days. And everyone that's done this session with me has sent me a message and said, Jackie, you would not believe how fast, how quickly things have been shifting for me this week. I've had multiple people tell me sales have come in. I've had multiple people tell me they've had speaking opportunities. They've had one client, she's like, I got an 8K speaking opportunity because of this affirmation. And so this is the theme for our new moon tapping, is this affirmation. And if you've never tapped with me before, you're in for a treat. It's kind of like a game of Simon Says. So I am tapping on acupuncture points on the face and body, and you are copying me. You're doing what I do. And our whole intention for today is to set you up to receive. And I do have a little bonus tip on receiving. If you stay all the way through, I'm going to share it with you. Some of you have already seen it. But as long as you're not driving and you're in a safe place to do so, I invite you to get comfy, close your eyes, and tune in by starting to connect to your breath. So breathing in through the nose, rolling your shoulders up and back, and out through the mouth. I want you to visualize just setting aside anything you were working on or anything you were doing before this, and anything you'll go to after. Just leaving it there, knowing it will be there for you when you return. But right now, we're creating some space just for you to set an intention. What is your intention for the next few weeks ahead, this next cycle that's about to begin? I want you to think about how you want to feel, what experiences you want to have, and what things you want to be celebrating on the next new moon a month from now. I'm just giving yourself a moment to really ask for what you want and let it be bigger than maybe what you're comfortable asking for. Allow yourself to set a bigger intention than you normally would. And I want you to notice, as you set this intention for what you want the next month to look like, do you have any limiting stories or limiting beliefs that come up around it? Like, I can't do that, or that won't happen, or it's not the right time, or I don't believe that that's going to work out. What's the limiting story that you're holding on to? And where is it in your body? Notice where there's any resistance in your body, any tension in your body, any pain. And I want you to measure that on a scale of 0 to 10. 0 meaning there's no resistance, there's no pain, there's no discomfort. 10 meaning it's really high. I don't know if I can do it. Feels like too big of a goal. Okay, so you can, if you're here live or you're on the replay, you can put your number in the chat. The numbers do help us when we're tapping know what wording we should use. So if you are like, I'm setting the goal for the next month to learn a new skill, or to go on 5 dates, or I'm setting a goal for the next month to make an extra $10,000. But when I think about that goal, there's a little bit of resistance in my chest or in my shoulders or in my head. Tension. Yeah. Tension in your shoulders. Thank you, Trish. Yes. So you can notice that the body is the key to your next level. So many of us spend so much time in our head. Tapping will help us connect to our body, and it will really unlock the next level for you. So as long as you're safe to do so, let's do some tapping on this. Again, as long as you're not driving and you're in a safe place to do so, it's like a game of Simon Says. So you're going to tap on the side of the hand and you're going to say, even though I have this vision for myself, and what I want to achieve in the next month, I can feel some resistance around this goal. I can feel it in my body. And I love and accept myself anyway. Even though I want to believe that everything I'm doing is working for me. And I am safe to set these big goals for myself. There's a little bit of resistance in my body. And I love and accept myself anyway. Even though I have this goal or intention for what I want to experience in the next month ahead. There's a little bit of resistance or disbelief that I can really do this. And I love and accept myself anyway. Top of the head. I have these old stories like, my goal is too big. Eyebrow point. It won't happen. Side of the eye. I don't trust myself to follow through. Underneath the eye. And this is what I'm ready to let go of today. Underneath the nose. I'm ready to let go of this limiting story about myself. Underneath the mouth. Like, this goal or intention won't happen for me. Collarbone point. Like, I can't trust myself to follow through. Underneath the arms. Like, it's too big of a goal. Underneath the chest. I'm ready to let this go. Wrist point. And start to believe that everything I'm doing is working for me. Tapping on the top of the head. Every single step I take is building on the next. Eyebrow point, and that this can happen for me. Side of the eye, that it will happen for me. Good. So you can stop tapping and take a deep breath. Close your eyes, tune back into your body, and just notice. Now, on a scale of 0 to 10, when you think about that intention that you set for yourself, the thing that you want to experience, the thing you want to have, the thing you want to do in the next month ahead, now how high is your resistance, your disbelief, your fear on a scale of 0 to 10? What number would you give it now? Where is that in your body? So I shared this week in the 21 days of tapping. And this is the journey I'm really taking everyone through that are in the 21 days. When it comes to manifesting and using tapping, there's sort of 3 stages we go through. The first stage is I know what I want. Okay, so I know what I want. You just set your intention at the beginning of this call. I want to experience this in the next month. I want to have this in the next month. I want to feel this in the next month. I want to do this in the next month. Okay, you go from wanting to believing This is where we're headed in our tapping session. You're starting to believe that maybe this could happen for you. What if it did? Like, what if I gave myself permission to believe more in possibility than I did in my own limitations and fear? And then the third stage, so you move from wanting, believing to knowing that it's already a done deal. So that's what we're going to do in these stages together. And just so you know, this is just a basic tapping practice. To really anchor this in, I recommend doing this more consistently. So come to the 21 days if you love this session. Let's tap again on the side of the hand. You're doing a great job. Take a deep breath and say, even though I know what I want, I had some doubts to believing it could happen. But I'm ready to let that doubt go and believe in myself again. Even though I know what I want, I don't always allow myself to believe that it could happen. But tonight I'm going to. I'm going to allow myself to believe that this is happening now. Even though my body feels some fear, there's some old stories sneaking up. I can choose to believe them, or I can choose to believe a new story instead. Like everything I'm doing is working for me. Tapping on the top of the head. Everything I'm doing is working for me. Eyebrow point. I choose to believe this now. Side of the eye. I'm shifting from wanting something, tapping underneath the eye, to knowing it's happening. Underneath the nose. But in order to do that, underneath the mouth, I have to believe in myself. Collarbone point, and I'm starting to. Underneath the arms, I'm starting to believe in myself again. Underneath the chest, and I'm going to let this feeling grow. Wrist point, this feeling of believing in myself. Tapping on the top of the head and knowing that what I want, eyebrow point, is possible. Awesome job. So you can stop tapping, take a deep breath, and close your eyes again. You're doing a great job. Think about that intention that you've set for the next month ahead. Notice on a scale of 0 to 10, how high is your resistance, your disbelief, your fear, your limiting story now? Maybe it was a 10 before, it was really high, but then it's dropped down to maybe a 6 or a 4. Or maybe it's even lower, it's a 3, and you're really choosing to believe in yourself again. So thank you to those of you who are sharing in the comments. I see you've shifted from 6s to 3s to 3s. So this and 2s, this is awesome. So depending where your number is, it really depicts the language that we use. And there's no right or wrong answer. If you're like, so-and-so got a 3 and I got nothing, like I'm still the same, that's fine. There's no right or wrong experience to tapping. It's all just giving us feedback where you are subconsciously. So these lower numbers tell us subconsciously you are ready to tap into affirmations. You're ready to believe. You're not just ready to believe, you're ready to know it's already a done deal. You're ready to say things like, everything I'm doing is working for me. I'm watching everything I do stack on top of each other. I'm watching things line up for me. I'm seeing people show up for me. I'm seeing things happen that I've never seen happen before. I'm seeing things happen quicker. I'm seeing things happen easier. I'm believing more in possibility than I am in my fear and limits. And I want you to think about that. If you have been giving more faith to your fear than your possibility, tonight is the night to shift that. It's the same amount of energy, just shifted in a different direction. So this last round, we're going to tap into these affirmations. And I did share that there is an extra receiving tip. And I think some of you here might have already seen it, but I have been having fun playing with AI. And I asked it the other day, knowing what you know about me, what is my unique way to receiving? Because all of us have our own unique formulas to receiving in life. And there's a lot of similarities that cross over, but you have your own. And I really recommend that after this call is done, you ask your AI, if you're comfortable using it, what your unique formula to receiving is. And then ask it, how can I harness this new moon to get me, fill in the blank, tell me what it is you want. Tell the AI what it is that you want. And just notice what it says. And I also shared this prompt in my podcast today. If you're not already a podcast listener, go and subscribe after this live. The Wildly Wealthy Woman podcast. We have 3 episodes a week. I shared even more prompts like this receiving one today on the show. And I think you're really going to love it. So let's do this last round together. One more time on the side of the hand. Take a nice deep breath and let's say, even though I know what I want, and I had some resistance before to believing that I could get it, I choose to release that resistance now and believe that everything I'm doing is working for me. And that I'm going to be pleasantly surprised in a month from now when I am celebrating my success. Even though my old self wants to sneak up right now and tell me all the reasons why it won't happen. I choose not to listen to that part of me. I choose to believe that everything I'm doing is working for me and that I'm going to be celebrating in a month from now. Let's go to the top of the head. I choose to believe that everything I'm doing is working for me this month. Eyebrow point. In this next cycle ahead, things are getting easier. Side of the eye. Things are happening faster. Tapping underneath the eye, and I am feeling free. Underneath the nose, I choose to put my energy towards faith and belief in myself. Underneath the mouth, instead of old limitations and fears. Collarbone point. I am watching miracles unfold this month. Underneath the arms, everything I'm doing is working for me. Underneath the chest, every action I take is stacking on the next. Wrist point, and I feel this truth rising in me now. All right, good job. So you can stop tapping, close your eyes, and check in one more time with yourself. I want you to say your intention out loud. In the next month ahead, my intention is that, fill in the blank. Tell me what it is. That I receive, that I experience, that I have, fill in the blank. And when I say that out loud now, my resistance on a scale of 0 to 10 is what? What's the number at? And the most powerful feeling we can be in, the most powerful frequency we can be in, is certainty. And we get there through tapping because we bridge the belief in your subconscious mind from the resistance into possibility. And so really inviting you today to write down your new moon intentions. If 1 month from now you're celebrating something, what do you see yourself celebrating that happened in the past 4 weeks? And using the affirmation all month long, everything I'm doing is working for me. One thing is stacking on top of the next. I am seeing miracle after miracle unfold in my life. And this feels what in my body? This feels exciting in my body. This feels free to my body. I feel powerful in my body. You want to allow that feeling to exaggerate and really allow yourself to feel it. And you can do this session as many times as you need. You can bookmark it, come back to it. My only ask is that if you enjoyed this session tonight, that you hit the little share button and you send it to your stories or you send it to 3 friends. I happily love doing these. And my only ask is that you share it. Share it or tag someone in this that you love to help me spread this message. So I look forward to seeing you in the 21 days of tapping. I look forward to connecting with you on the podcast, and keep an eye out because Black Friday is coming in just over a week. And I have one of the best offers that I've ever made coming up for you. So keep an eye out on this page and we'll see you next time. Bye for now.